Hello everyone, this is Ritu. I would like to present Excel project on analysis of medical cost and influencing factors. We will explore in this project key sites into demographics, lifestyle risk, and regional drivers, insurance cost, and also we uncover actionable insights for healthcare professionals, insurers, and policymakers. Let's move on. This is the next slide overview of medical analysis project. So here we have the objective of all question which we will discuss one by one soon. And now let's have a look on our data set. So here we have the data set, and this table consists of multiple columns which age, sex, BMI category, children, smoker, region, and charges. And these are the questions of our project. We see here. Let's begin with the first visualization. And this visualization we will discuss basic statics and data understanding. As we can see, this data set shows that charges are highly skewed and variable, unlike age and BMI, which are more balanced. The average charge is much higher than the median, indicating a few extreme outliers that inflate the mean. So the large standard deviation confirms here, if we see here, the large standard deviation confirms wide dispersion, making predictions and summarize less reliable. This is the chart. Move to the next question, which is gender analysis. So in this table, the average of male medical charges is more than female, which represent males spend more money in medical cost by health insurance. And this chart also represent the same thing. The average of males BMI is higher than females. It shows that male have greater health risk. Third question is impact of smoking on cost. So the bar of smokers towers above the non-smoker bar, visually emphasizing much higher cost. Smokers' elevated expenses may reflect greater health risk or treatment requirements, but the overall visual and figures strongly indicate smoking is associated with substantially higher healthcare expenditure, suggesting policy or clinical attention to smoking cessation and targeted prevention programs urgently. And here we have also a pivot table of this chart. Moving forward, the dependent analysis. So on the left hand, we have the chart of dependents versus medical charges overview. It indicates a mild downward trend where medical charges tend to decrease as the number of dependents increases, possibly due to insurance coverage or healthier family behavior. On the other hand, relationship between dependents and medical charges. So it medical charges vary widely across all dependent counts, with slightly higher charges seen for individual with fewer dependents. And the correlation is 0.0679. This value is very close to zero, meaning almost no linear relationship between number of dependents and medical charges. Let's see the interpretation of data of this analysis of. If we see individual with zero dependence show medical charges ranging up to 60,000 plus, indicating high variation even without dependence. If we see number of dependent at 5 dependents, charges mostly remain under 20,000, suggesting fewer high cost cases in this group. Now, the next question is geographical insights. This image show how medical cost and BMI vary across US region. If we see the southeast here, this data can depicts vivid that The Southeast has the highest average medical charges and the highest BMI, suggesting higher health risk, which means they need good medical care and medical insurance so that they can recover quickly and stay healthy. And in the future, if any problem arises, medical policies and loans can make things easier for them. And on the other hand, with the sea, the southwest has the lowest cost. So the bar chart clearly compares these values. The analysis shows regional differences in health and medical expenses. Next question is cost distribution analysis. Here we have the histogram. So the inside of the histogram is most medical charges are concentrated in lower cost ranges, indicating that higher high medical expenses are relatively rare. So the right skewed shape, most data concentrated at lower cost, is realistic and typically for medical cost data sets. A small number of patients incur very high charges. Mm. We are on the next question, which is BMI classification. So, BMI classification analysis categorizing individual as underweight, normal, overweight, or obese. Most beneficiary fall in obese group. If we see here, obese group followed by overweight, normal, and only 20 are underweight. So the pie chart clearly highlights obesity as the most common category, which is higher health risk and can lead to higher healthcare spending for both individual and insurers. Now we are on the eighth question, advanced correlation analysis. So the advanced correlation analysis between BMI and medical charges, the correlation coefficient at 0.198 indicates a weak positive relationship, meaning higher BMI slightly increases medical cost but not strongly. So the scatter plot with the trend line, if you see here, visualize this mild upward trend. As BMI increases, medical costs are rise slightly, about rupees 394 per BMI point. But since R square is only 0.0393, the BMI alone doesn't explain much. Other factors matter more. So the consequences of this chart, this suggests that while obesity contributes to higher healthcare expenses, it's not the sole factor. Other variables like age, smoking, and chronic condition may play a more significant role in driving medical cost. Let's continue the next question, smoking and lesion interaction. So here we have the chart and with the pivot table. So the explanation of the chart, the southeast region has the highest average charges, while the southwest has the lowest. Here we can vividly see southeast has the largest charges and the southwest is the lowest. So this indicates regional cost variation, with smoker in the south is likely facing the greatest medical expense. It highlights how it highlights how lifestyle factors like smoking combined with regional healthcare cost influence overall medical spending and need clinical attention. Now I will wrap up with my dashboard. So this dashboard highlights significant trend across demographic, lifestyle, and regional factors influencing medical expenses. Overall, the medical spending, if we see here, the medical spending is high with average charges indicating substantial healthcare cost across the population. Most individuals fall in the overweight and obese in this chart, contributing to elevated charges, particularly among obese males. Smoking emerged as a major driver. We see here. So, with the smoker consistently incurring far higher expenses across all regions. Regionally, the Southeast shows the highest average medical charges, and while the area remain comparatively moderate in this. So, despite expectations, the number of dependents shows no clear pattern with medical cost as charges fluctuate widely across all family sizes in this 0 to 6. Overall, the lifestyle factors such as obesity and smoking have a strong impact on medical charges than basic demographic or regional differences. And this is the overview of total charges here. And here, this is the sum of charges, and here we have average of charges. So, so thank you, and I appreciate your efforts and engagement.